one of the things that has really lifted my spirits, I think there's a larger constituency than we know who are against the death penalty. Because while I've been getting those kinds of responses, you're also getting another kind of response where a lot of young people are saying to me, Auntie V, we support you. Auntie V, we understand what you're saying. We are too violent. Let's try something differently. And then you have a lot of other people who are also involved in the politics and who perhaps are a little bit intimidated, afraid perhaps to lose face, who are also very supportive of the position that I have taken. And that is heartening because you understand that there's a larger constituency than we recognize who are not in favor of the death penalty. So I think that, like I said, let's move away from the quarrel, because we have become a very, very quarrelsome people. Almost everything that we do, there is a fight and a quarrel and a shouting to it. And I think each of us may have to make a personal commitment to calm down. I could buy into this fight. You know, people are sending things and I could respond. People are saying things and I could respond. But I have to come to a place where I say, no, this is not what is good for us. There's too much of that already. There's something more important at stake here. This is our country. This is the future of Trinidad and Tobago. And some of us who say that we are in leadership at every level, not just government, at organizations and communities and so on, we have to be brave. It's not a popular stand to take, but we have to say to our people, this has been with us for a long time. Evidently, it has not been working. Therefore, perhaps the time has come when we work to remove it from the books and take it from there. Let's have places where people can come and vent, situations where they can, but we get to a place where we be prepared to listen to one another. We also have to put things in place to support people, because it is not that I don't understand the hurt of the victims. It is not that I don't understand the pain. Yesterday, a young announcer basically disrespected me by screaming at me on the radio, on the phone, have you ever been raped? Have you ever been raped? You know, and I say, and if I said yes to you, how are you prepared to deal with that? This is not a question you go around asking people, because you don't know what my experience has been. And the other thing is that there's this sense that because it hasn't happened to you, you don't know what it feels like. So it's the same thing that brought us to this place, that a lot of us waited for it to come home. So something must happen to us personally for us to take action. And I have been doing this work for a long time, and I take it very personally every time someone is killed. I have seen children who I knew from babies killed. I know children who have killed people who were in the state system when we were working with their families, and the system failed them because we did not do the things that we should have done. I have had relatives and people close to me who have been victims of crime. Yeah, so why are you attacking me personally and wanting to know if I've ever been raped? That is disrespectful, and we are at a place where we really disrespect each other. And I think we have to pull back from that, because I don't think in this whole discussion that I have disrespected anyone. And I certainly feel that the victims and the families of the victims need particular care and attention. We need to come up with ways of treating with them and trying to take away some of their hurt. And I want to say we have one of the best examples of a victim who has stood firm in her position when we speak about Angela Cropper. Mrs. Cropper lost her husband, she lost her mother, she lost her sister in her own home, killed by intruders, I think one of whom was a member of her own family. And Mrs. Cropper, in the midst of all her pain and everything else, she has stood firm and said, I do not support the death penalty. That, to me, is the ultimate sacrifice. That is the biggest, grandest act as far as I'm concerned. So we have the example, and I think that for a lot of us who perhaps are afraid to say to people, I do not support it, perhaps we need to be more supportive and to be brave enough and to try to appeal to that kinder, gentler, more humane side, which all of us have, And sometimes we mask it by crying for blood. because we feel impotent. We feel that there's nothing else that we can do.